So anyway, here we go. Hey.
Hey,
Hi,
hey, Aley.
everybody. Hey, Jeff, I'm so glad you're here.
I am too. I
Yeah.
am too.
Yeah, you going away or doing anything for Memorial Day?
I am actually going to be around here for Memorial Day, although I will be on Cape Cod on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, at
Do you have friends there, or
my
are you just
my
going down, or what?
my cousin. Yeah, my
Oh,
cousin William lives
uh-huh.
in Bourne, so
Oh,
it's literally
okay.
just right over the
Right over the
bridge.
bridge. It's just getting over that damn bridge.
Yeah, and I hate bridges.
I
I
know.
do not like bridges.
No, I don't blame you, but that's a big one to have to deal with. I had cousins that lived in Dennisport and Dennis, and I have a really dear friend that I went to high school with that lives in P-Town, but I haven't been for a long time. We used to try to go, my friends and I used to try to go Christmas shopping at the Cape Cod Mall. We'd go down
Oh, did you?
high-end.
Oh, I
Yeah, it was
remember
fun.
the Cape Cod Mall. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot of fun. They have that
Literally
tent
right,
there
yeah.
too. Yeah, they have a tent in the summer that you can go watch. Is it the Cape Cod tent or the Playhouse
Cape
or
Cod
something?
Melody Tent.
Melody tent.
Yeah,
Yeah. Beautiful. That's beautiful. It's
it
been a
is.
while.
Yeah.
It's been a few years, but yeah, Cape Cod's a wonderful place to visit. That's great.
It is.
I hope you have a great time. Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. Good. So we got Christine and Jen are here. Yay. Welcome, ladies.
Yay.
We're glad you're here. We haven't done a collab for a while, and I know that these two ladies. Oh, hi, Carolyn. How are you? These two ladies were at the show, and I think they heard your poem, and so I brought poem to do, not mine, but I'm going to read a poem later, and I think that Jeff has one that he can duel with me on and see what you think. I didn't write it. It was written by Lawrence O'Donnell, but it's pretty funny. So yes. So hi, Carolyn. So Carolyn, you done your show? I hope it went well. Yeah. And hello to those in foreign places. It's nice to see you. Mm-hmm. All right. You absolutely. Oh, you guys are a riot. Have you seen our show that we do every other week on Fridays? Story in the Cards, where we do all
Yes.
these, snarky. Yeah, you've seen that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess we got Christine Fryer laughing so hard that her husband wanted to know what was so funny. So now he watches it. That's funny. That's pretty good. Oh, good. I'm glad, Carolyn. Hello, Book Bewitched and Connie. It's so good. It's so nice to have you guys here. Yeah. So, I have to tell you also, Jeff, that I found when I was looking for the little avatar thumbnail thing to put up, when I found something about poetry, I noticed that there are poetry tarot layouts that were on Pinterest. Have you ever tried a poetry tarot
No, but
company?
my interest is piqued.
Yeah.
What is it? Well, is this like they will write is it like a card where you write a poem on it and then
It might be. I'll try to send you what I saw. I was going to see if we could come up with doing a reading that way, but then I thought, no,
oh,
I
I'd
think
love
it's
that.
a little.
Yeah.
I think it's a little
It's
involved. But if you read it and you find a way for us to do it, I think that
your
would be
game.
fun. Yeah,
Okay.
wouldn't it be fun? Yeah,
That would be very much fun, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It really would be. So, just so everybody knows, though, Jeff is often on with Heather on her channel. And they do some poetry and I guess some readings. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
good.
do poetry readings where, if someone has a question and wants it answered, I will answer from what the card says or what the cards say and just come out with a poem before I draw the cards. Or there's a merging of the two things. So,
Okay.
and in some ways they hit. Sometimes you'd be surprised at what the subconscious can reveal in
No kidding.
a stream of
No kidding.
conscious sort of environment, and it's very
Yeah,
intimate, very
I bet it
telling.
is. Yeah.
No pun
Oh,
intended.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to tell you that on other shows that we've been doing, I'm just seeing so much exponential growth from people. The other day, I mean, I've gone to this Akashic Records class a number of times, but I don't consider myself an Akashic reader, really. I think it's like, to me, it requires more time for me to get into it. Well, all of a sudden, I had this thing going the other day on Trudy's channel, and I was like, I was just, it was all spilling all over the place.
Was it
So
really?
yeah,
Okay.
it really was. And at first I said, but then I thought, no, I have to trust it. I have to really trust what's happening, not think I made it up, because I think that we do that, don't we? We kind of say,
I'd be interested, even if I weren't successful at it, or what the process is to actually try to figure out how to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because to me, that seems so. The intuition part is one thing, but I would think that is probably more than ground level intuition. There's something, probably
something more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've run the chat and helped Val for 5 of those classes, and I took the class first, and then I helped her run the chat. So I've listened to the same material over and over 5 times. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know, but I don't know. It's happened to me in the past, and I've just sort of said, well, I don't know. And now I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying, for instance, you don't want to, you're going to die tomorrow or something. It isn't like that. It's more like what was in the past. But it was fascinating that I opened up.
I had Scott Spiritual Essence read mine, and he saw like maybe 8 lifetimes, and then unbeknownst to her, when Denise Spiritual Growth Tarot did my chart, now Denise Divination, she found about the same number of lives as he did based on my chart.
Okay.
So there's got to be some correlation there somehow as to what they're pulling. And I didn't tell her, I didn't tell him.
No, right. Yeah.
What
Two weren't talking to each other. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. So, wow, that's fascinating. Thank you, Jen. You're a sweetheart. Hi, Dancing Debbie. It's nice to see you. And Janet Bora Bora, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, we're glad you're here. So if you have any questions about any readings, or you'd like to have a reading, yes, we are simulcasting on Jeff's channel as well. And Jeff's channel is Tarot. The first time I saw it, I thought it said Ass Backwards. And it's not. It's Ask Backwords, not words. I still like the other one. Remember, we laughed and laughed our butt off.
I do too. But then I feel like, what little, what I built up, I don't want to, backpedal.
Oh, I know that.
So I'm just like, she's right.
Joke.
And then someone else pointed it out to me too. I can't remember who it was, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Hey, too late now.
Okay, so you didn't plan that at all? No. Okay, I get you.
The way my mind works, it's scattered. One moment I'll be trying to be ironic or funny, and then the next minute I'll just be like, "Whoa, okay," So.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, all right. So I guess we got enough people here for me to start off. I want to read this poem that I found, and it's from Lawrence O'Donnell, who is, if anybody doesn't know who Lawrence is, which you might be living in a cave, but anyway, he's a newscaster on MSNBC. He's an older fellow, and he's a Massachusetts person. He grew up in Massachusetts. Hi, just visiting. I love him. He's just wonderful, and very smart man. He's probably in his early 70s, I would say, and he comes on every night. When he and Rachel used to work back to back, they would always have this wonderful banter going back and forth. But then Rachel only works now Mondays. And so when they're together, he gets so excited, when they switch programmers. But anyway, he's really good on his own. And I had no idea he was a poet, or he was a poet and he didn't know it. I don't know. All right. So here we go. So Here he says, and he's been sitting in the Manhattan courtroom every day that Trump's there. So he says, here's my take on the trial. He sits in a room of broken lives, haunted by schemes and cheated wives. Old and cold and mad as hell, he can sit and glare, but cannot yell. He folds himself into a shrunken pose, too old and feeble to stop the doze. He hates the judge and he hates the case and he hates the rules that keep him in this place. The fat, frumpy golfer is a weak old man with weird fake hair and a deep fake tan. He's desperate and angry and doesn't sleep well, so he rants in the halls like a clanging bell. He just wants love and approval and power, but his style is dishonest and toxic and sour. The despots and strongmen play him the fool. They laugh and point at the Helsinki tool. He lusts for his daughter. His wife's not a fan of the dishonest and repugnant bully baby man. So he sits alone in the cold as they repeat his lies in his baggy blue suit and in his long, long ties. Smaller and smaller the old man appears, powerless and silent, steeped in fears. His money and position and self-made fame are now a poison with his name. I thought that was fabulous.
That is fabulous. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. So you were looking for yours now. Yes,
Yeah,
Jen.
that's
Isn't it funny? I mean, I couldn't not do that. It was just too good.
The way I write is I write on both of my phones on my notepads. So
Yeah.
until I actually, put things down on, formatting, I never know where I put them, but I always somehow
That's all
find
right.
them.
You find it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's wonderful. Oh. I'm sure that they should have. If no one has written about the farts, that's what needs to be written.
Oh yeah, and it's funny to me because I don't
Yeah.
even. I mean, some of the things lately, and I had this on my channel the other day where I was reading on him, and I got that he was going to start saying more and more ridiculous things that are more insane. Like the one that came out recently about Biden and the DOJ, they were going to assassinate and murder him when they went into Mar-a-Lago. Did you hear about that one?
I did.
And then, yeah, and then the one about how we don't like. He just went on a full racist tear outside of Juan Merchan's courtroom and just started going off on Colombians, full racist. When in reality, Eileen Cannon immigrated from Colombia.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
now
wow.
he's talking about banning contraception, and they've got a state that's already gone ahead in Louisiana
and done it.
And done it. So this is serious, you guys. And I mean, I know a lot of you don't believe polls, but even as badly wrong as the polls were in 2016, look how they were wrong. And look,
I know.
I don't think it's out of the realm of the possible again. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I try not to think of that. I try to say everybody's got to maintain their brilliance.
I've done the divinations. On average, I get no, but there are times I get yes, and it's like,
yep. Well, and they said today, it just came out in the news today that he just or was it April? I'm trying to think if it was April or it's this month. He's raised more than Biden right now. But remember, he did go to the billionaires and say, if you give me $1 billion for my campaign, then I will completely get rid of taxes for you or something like that.
Yeah.
Some crazy BS thing. Yeah. Yeah.
And he even, there was something that was said the other day about, we're a third-rate power. We will our stock market, those were the things that seemed normal that he was saying. Now he's just gone so far out there that it's like,
well, he's talking about a unified Reich.
Yeah. that too.
That's scary.
Mhm.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, somebody was saying, who was it was saying this? Of course, we knew about him farting in the courtroom, but apparently there are some people that really are like having to really get up and walk around, leave the room, put a thing. It's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah.
The images of him sleeping and like you've got to be coming down from something if you're doing that, because if you can't sleep normally at night, and I've been there where on a bad Klonopin trip, if for 13 days, for instance, you go without the Klonopin, on the 13th day, if not before then, you are literally jumping out of your skin with it itching. Probably, and I've never tried any like heroin or anything like that. You literally will fall asleep at some point, and when you do, you can't predict it. So I think he's on something serious. Like something serious.
And what he does is, and he's always done this, is his what he uses projection all the time. He always says things that are true of himself about somebody else. You know, he's this person, or he does this, or he's a bad thing, or whatever it is that he does, and he's just talking about himself. Yeah, they are giving him something, but he can't have his Diet Cokes in the courtroom, and so and he's probably not able to keep up with his Adderall. And yeah, that's right, Kelly. Just rotten inside and out. Oof. Yeah, absolutely. But the other thing was Rachel Maddow talked about Monday night. That he's just like the Gambino family. They had people come over from Sicily and all those places when they were up in court, and he has all his minions right behind him from the Congress. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm worried. I mean, I'm not. This doesn't seem like it's in the bag. No, and he's in the bag, but I don't think this election's in the bag.
Well, the only thing that gives me any kind of hope at all is Psychic Arthur says you can't run the country if you're not alive.
That too. And there was a time when I didn't see either of them. I saw neither of them the way, and the only other psychic that saw that was Stouffer. And I haven't seen anyone else that's seen that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Hello, Willow. It's good to see you, honey. Okay. He's still looking for his poem. Anyway, you guys can go ahead and put some questions in if you'd like, and we'll read for you. It's up to you. I got some new cards. I got Guides in the Hidden Realms. Just so everybody knows, and there's a Oracle club, deck club that you can join at Hay House. Every quarter they send you new cards. I think it's $24.95 or something. It's really reasonable. I can't remember how much it is, but it's reasonable for three. You get 3 decks, and this hasn't even come out everywhere else. It's just, so like for 2 weeks or whatever it is, the people that have the Hay House thing get these before everybody else. It's kind of fun. Yeah. So what's happening in the chat? Did everybody see? I saw a picture of at Mar-a-Lago, and I saw Trump and all the kids and everything, and over on the side is Barron. Oh my God, he's so tall. He almost looks like the Nephilim. I looked at it and I said, did they blow that up or something? Because he just stands up above everybody. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, good, Kelly. Yes, Christine. What do your guides want? Sure thing. By the way, everybody, it is a full moon today. So if you're feeling kind of crazy.
Yes.
That's why.
Like
so I'm going to, when every reading I do, I'm also going to pull a moon card for everybody. Just because I can. So Jeff's still looking for his poem. All right.
Yeah, let's forget that poem, because if I'd known,
That's
I
okay.
would have.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Not that I don't want to.
You'll find it when we're all done. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, this is kind of cool. So first of all, let's see, Christine, I have this one card for you, and it says, "There's medicine in my shadow." And look what's in this. Look, there's an owl in her hair. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So I know you know what shadow readings are because you probably know Hershey and Thomas do shadow readings. I think that you've done it with them as well, Jeff. But our shadow isn't always a completely negative thing. It's just another part of ourselves that we have to understand and learn and grow from. So that is what I get there. All right. And then we will do, yes, Kelly. Good night to do your releases and your intention. Yeah. Well, hi, Flowing. It's nice to see you. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you too. Thanks for coming over. I hope everybody's got good plans for the weekend. I'm going to be doing some shows, but I'm also going to be, I hope, watching some movies or something, just taking it. Something big is coming on Saturday? If anybody knows what it is, let me know.
So, Christine, I drew 3 cards for you, and the first, and this is Deb Zakow's deck.
Oh, good.
Which I really like.
Yeah, she's really good.
The Clarity deck.
Yeah.
I got the 5 of Wands reversed for you. I got the 9 of Swords reversed, and I got the 10 of Swords reversed. To me, there's this element of a fulfilled goal that's coming to pass for you. That's actually something that you've been working toward, and it's been somewhat draining to you in the sense that you've been waiting for completion. You've even had to kind of dig your feet in, and to the exclusion of people who might have given you advice that was counter to maybe your thought. Go back and reassess it and embrace it, and then kind of reject it, because this was something that you weren't going to give in about. And it was something that really lit your fire from your childhood to do. So I hope that whatever it is, it does bear the fruit that you want it to, and that it ultimately makes you very happy, because I see a lot of strength there that you've gleaned from that process, and I see a lot of time spent.
Wow, she says yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's wonderful. Well, it's always nice to get that kind of feedback. Hi, Care Bear. All right, so I pulled 3 cards for you. And so the first one I get is peace. Something's coming that's bringing you peace. And maybe it's what Jeff just talked about. So there you go. And the next card I have is always look at the beauty that's inside of you. We tend to think, oh, I don't want to look in the mirror. I don't, but if you have been working on shadow this week, then that's what you have been doing. But there's beauty in that work. They want you to know there's beauty in that shadow work. And that you have a very active spirit guide that wants and is hanging around, ready to help anytime you want. So there you go. Yes, letting go and loving yourself. That's wonderful. Yes, Lisa, you can ask a question. Great. Thank you, Christine. It's great to read for you. Okay, there's Michelle for us. See me changing careers where my salary goes up. Wow. All right, let's take a look, see. Oh, you're crying. Oh, crying from happiness, I hope, honey. Yeah. You're welcome, honey. Whenever you're ready, Jeff.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed was the energy of the question, where it was almost like, not will I like this and will my salary go up, but will I change careers and will I make more money? And the thought I had about this was that why does it feel as if you have to sacrifice one for the other? Why have you been doing that for so long? Because I feel like there's a promise unfulfilled. With the Ace of Pentacles upright, I feel like that's a promise or a guarantee or guarantor, if you will, of something that you're putting in your own mind, not necessarily as an obstacle, but what you expect has to be the case, that you have to be in a grind in order to make money, because there's that middle element, at the crossroads for you, which is the world, which is that completion where you feel like you've worked hard enough. And it's almost like, oh, I'm going to have to keep doing it. I can never get ahead. Like, it's that feeling, when in actuality, there's this element of creativity and spark wherever you are, however old you are, and however old you're not inside.
Right.
That should be overriding all of that. And I kind of feel like the question should be, do you see me changing careers where there's a payoff spiritually and financially? Because the two don't have to be mutually exclusive, given. And I feel like there's some sort of artistic bent to you that hasn't been explored fully.
Beautiful. And, it's very interesting. I asked my freshmen, usually in their first weeks of school, would you rather make a lot of money or really like your job? And they'll go, oh, I want the money. I want the money. And I said, okay, so if you have to just do this every day for 50 years, would that make you happy? And they're like, well, no. So yeah, I get you. I really agree with what you said. That really makes a lot of sense, Jeff. Good. Yeah. I'm seeing here, you're looking for more excitement. And it would be nice to have the money. But it says here, it's interesting. This card keeps coming up today, the lips, which is more of a kiss. And I'm thinking in this case, it's don't get a job that is like the kiss of death. Like, oh, I got to go to work today. You want to find something that really fulfills your soul. Yeah. So I really do believe that Jeff is correct. But I think you're going to be able to solve the puzzle. I really do. You're going to be able to balance the two. But just remember that that's what you need to focus on. Finally, the moon card I got for you is I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. And I think it's trying to just remind you. And I love this. Whoops, it's this way. There she is. She's hiding behind the net. Spend some time outside. Ground yourself to the earth this weekend, if possible. I don't think it's really, really cold all over the country because it is Memorial Day weekend. But, if you can get out and put your bare feet in the grass, try it, Michelle. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, Care Bear. The answer at now almost 44 is I love what I do. Very good. That's wonderful. They say do what you love and the money will follow. So there you go. Thank you, Michelle. All right. We have you just haven't found what makes your heart sing. You will, dear. You will. You will. Yeah. All right. So we have Jen, a reading from her guides. Is there any particular area, Jen, or you just what we get? That's fine. Hi, Fatima. I don't think I said hello to you, and I didn't want to forget that you were here, honey. Yeah. Okay, Jen. If anybody wants any other kind of readings, you don't want a personal reading, you want to ask a question about some funky doodle thing in our society, you're welcome to put that up too. Yeah, whatever you want. Go ahead, Jeff.
Do you have any sort of fealty or affinity for charity or humanitarian causes? reason I'm saying that is there's this sort of in the spread here of the 3 cards, this idea that there's a lot of gifts that you have that maybe aren't about money, but you mistake the importance of money for sincerity of purpose, almost. Like you feel like you don't have enough to give others to all these different charities to which you might want to give, or you have this, and I'm getting pressure on this in my right ear. 9 of Pentacles I'm getting to, because there's this descent from the Queen of Pentacles into like, all right, well, I'm comfortable. I don't need to worry about it. But on the other hand, there is stuff I would like to do, but I don't want to appear miserly. I'm not really well off, but I want to invest in this and this and this. And something is with the Hangman reversed. For me, it's stagnant sort of energy or a delay. So it's almost like you're either not investing in yourself about something you want to do, or it's sacrificing yourself for the sake of others, because the way the spread is going is like you're trying to wait and see, like balance something out, or maybe you're looking at the stock market and there's a delay. That's what I'm getting.
So she recently had to leave her apartment after she lived there for 20 years. And so she doesn't have anywhere to go, but her best friend is letting her stay with her for the summer or how long. And she put her stuff in storage. And then she's also dealing with a health issue. So that's kind of what I know. She says that her goals for the summer are on hold. So that might be what you're picking up. Yeah. Moving away in 1 week. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, so are you done? I didn't want to butt in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the focus right now. That's all you need to focus on is your well-being. Okay. And you have made the way for that to happen. So even though it seems like it's sort of stalled, I think that you recognize self-care and your own well-being has to be numero uno for you. And I think you're going to be able to manifest it because you've got the wand there, girlfriend. And look, there's the full moon. Ask for what you want. Set your intentions because the moon is waiting for you. And finally, have courage. Have courage. And I think you do have a lot of courage, Jen. I think you're a very courageous woman. Just know we got your back. All of us have your back, and we all only want the best. And look at what the lion has above its head. It's got beautiful color and chakras, and it's surrounded by all this. This is also August. This is August. Leo the lion. So August. Think of that. And your moon card is I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. And that's what you're doing. You have released your wildness. You are trying to be free of the encumbrances that you have in order to get well. So there you go, sweetheart.
I did find the poem.
Oh, good.
You're right.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yes. Yes, and you will do that. You will sit in the sun with your feet in the grass. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Hello, Jeffrey Thompson. Pierrette came in. Care Bear will look at your question in just a minute. I'm going to let him read his poem. And then, Lisa, I have you. Oh, good. All right. You have the floor, sir.
All right, so this one I read on Heather's channel, so people will probably recognize it. It's not as good as Lawrence O'Donnell's, but
yeah.
Atrophy, osteoporosis, ageless psychosis, the fragility of your mind, the fragility of time, couldn't fight that war with bone spurs.
Oh,
Evaded the draft, but calls into question the heroism of his rivals and mocks the disabled, and his cult laughs. Strength of purpose isn't always high-minded. Sometimes the weak who shall inherit the earth possess the words to sway the masses and grow from the hurt. Sticks and stones may break our bones, but diapers soiled mark the beginning and the end of our lives in this world. Meaning, like, we come in shittin ourselves and we go out shitting ourselves.
that's true. We go back to the child. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Isn't that great? I'm sure that there will be more addendums to that as time goes on.
Of course. I'm ever evolving. Yeah. My creativity is always evolving.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it great? And I know the other day you said you went to bed or you went to rest, and then you're trying to get to sleep, and then everything comes and you have to get up and write it down.
It's really strange.
It happens to me all the time.
And when it happens, Aley, and I have it for a fleeting second, and then bang, it's gone.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I never get to journal and write it down.
Yeah. You're going to have to use your voice activation on your phone or something.
One of those little recorders that I had as a child that I used to, tape my cat on and then listen to it at half speed when she'd growl. My cat used to growl, believe it or not.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think that's abnormal, but this one loved to.
Oh. Well, it happens to me. I'll get names for shows and ideas and this and that, and then if I don't get up and write them down, there's no way I'll ever remember that. Never.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, it happens every time I'm really, 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 really tired. It's like, thanks a lot, All right. Care Bear asks, what do you think dreams mean when you wake up and fall asleep to the same dream? It picks up and
had that happen.
Wow. Sometimes they're bad and sometimes okay. That's a very interesting question.
Yeah, that is.
So question. So you have the same dream, but is it like another episode, or is it exactly the same thing? That would be interesting to me, because I think there also are dreams that we that are universal dreams that a lot of people have said that they have had, and I know I have. One of them is, I didn't even know this, but Ramon said he had it, and then other people in the chat said they had it, and that is, I didn't drop a class fast enough, and I was going to get an F, and I was so upset with myself because I didn't go to the class, I didn't take the tests, I didn't do anything, but the drop date was already gone. So now I'm having this dilemma in my mind. He said he had that too. There's other people that have dreams about being naked in public, those kinds of things. So I'd be interested to know if you pick up.
That's a common one for me. The one about missing a whole semester of something.
Yes.
I don't know why I get that. I don't know.
And
it's always a science class or the things that I was the worst in. In math,
it's math. Math.
Yeah. Science definitely was horrible. For chemistry, I was awful.
Yeah. It is something about the inadequacy of our ability to do something well, or to remember something, or to be responsible for something else, and that shows up as a reminder to us because we've lived it before. So it will be a singular dream and a different one on a different night, but I talk and sometimes shout in my sleep. My husband wakes me up till I fall asleep and it picks up. Oh, wow. Well, that is awesome. Honestly, it's like pausing a movie and then hitting play. Wow. I would love to know. And on Tuesday nights, I have a dream show, Care Bear. I'd love you to come and share some of those things with us so we can take a look at what it's not just the repetition or the ability to pick it up, but what it is you're seeing and what it is.
This was really good. We had Callie Healer on. I think you had Oil Painter and Terry. There was some good, really questions that went down a lot of different paths.
Different pathways. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's a lot of fun too. It really is. So thank you for asking the question. Yeah. All right. So you get a recurring dream, Jen, where I am slipping into hidden walls and pathways and rooms in a historical magical mansion.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. So you're keeping the magic, and the house, the rooms are part of who you are, part of your body, because, you know, we have different rooms that represent different things, but it sounds like a wonderful dream. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, please, Care Bear. It's there every Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific is 9 o'clock Eastern, or whatever's in the middle of that you might live. So we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to do that. Okay, so we now have Miss Lisa. I'd like to move this summer. However, I have to have some doctor appointments where I stay overnight for tests. Are the spirit guides changing my direction of what's next?
That rhymes. To me, it does. The way I heard it, it does.
I get it. Yeah. You know, everything is in spirit time, Lisa, not your time, right? But let's pull some cards and see what the cards say. Yeah, they might want you to just take care of all this before you move. Wow. Huh. Does you moving affect your insurance? That's the other thing. Like, for instance, if you were going to move from one state to another and you had insurance, and he's actually an insurance man, aren't you? Aren't you an insurance man?
Yeah, health
Yeah,
insurance.
I thought so. But if you don't have insurance that carries into another state, that can also create the, yeah.
Getting a lot of anxious energy around this. Like I feel myself trembling
Oh,
all of a sudden.
mhm.
Like there's this need for more time, when in reality, let me just see what the cards say. Let me see.
Okay. Hi, Randy. It's good to see you. Kelly, you get a delay. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. Bye, honey. Have a good weekend. Yeah. Did you have your cards, or are you still
I do.
contemplating? Okay.
This is the Valentina Tarot that I like.
Oh, okay.
This is, and it's by Lo Scarabeo. I got the Ten of Swords reversed for you to start, meaning I think there is not only something with your health that wants to get you out of there, there's something that you associate negatively with that area that you're in, where you're just in suspended animation, and you have to change that energy, because it's driving you bonkers. And I think maybe psychosomatically there's something in there where you'd feel better if you could just walk away. With the Eight of Chalices, I think, you know, that's where you're centered right now. If you haven't already moved, you have moved in spirit. But you've got to remember your physical health too, because even though one affects the other, and you've done some good work as far as shadow work, because I do see a shadow in this card. I feel like the playing your cards close to the vest and waiting for the outcome you want is only going to make you more anxious, because she looks tied in this card. If I look at the Four of Coins in this card,
Yeah. Wow.
And it's almost like there's the anxiety is getting to the point where it's like the more you think about it, the worse it gets, and you don't make the right strides. It's hard to be in a position where you can calm the mind, especially when it's about your survival mentally or your survival spiritually.
Hmm.
and to do the things that we need to do. I'm the last one to say that, especially from a practical point of view, especially if money is involved and it's
Hmm.
more expensive to live where you're living now than, maybe go somewhere else.
Hmm.
But that's what I'm getting for you, is that there is a delay, as Callie here Healer said, and you're gonna
Hmm.
have to roll with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, anxiety and depression. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
I got that from you because I have it myself. I mean, I have the I have the Quantum pin here that I've been on since 2008, so it's like,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, it's like I can sense it in the energy. I can.
Hmm. Well, we are also undergoing intense energy from that sunspot stuff that's going on in and ascension and all that other stuff.
Oh
So
yeah, and
it
I
doesn't
think
help.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
it's affecting internet too. And I don't know if it's solar flares in tandem with what you just said, but this week, internet for me at work, it's never
Hmm.
been a problem. But a couple times this week, it just flared right out. And I think
Yeah.
something's going on where I saw that symptoms of ascension. I think it was Terry's show with someone.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I think it's there. I
Yeah,
think it
I
is our
agree with
body
you.
calibrating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, it is. It has been. But at the same time, Lisa, when we are in a position of either not having the money to move or not having the resources to do so, and not being happy where we are, and living, it's hard for us to elevate ourselves up to a higher a spiritual realm, so to speak, because we have to scrape to exist, or to, we want to move forward and we're being stopped. So that doesn't help things. And yeah, yeah, you're lagging now too. Well, I get the clock. That's the first thing I get. So yep, there it is. Run the clock out, because it's not Lisa time, it's spirit time. Know that they're protecting you. They're protecting you is what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah. The angels are all around you. You got the feather, and there's nothing more beautiful than that. So trust the angel energy and the timing. But it says, yeah, you want to move forward. You're ready to You'd just
I'll
love
be
to,
right back.
go all around the world if you could, but and I really do think that you will, but perhaps it's more important for you to go through these tests, and obviously, and allow you to have information that will also um what's the word I want to say? Elevate you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Praying for best outcome. Definitely. So, hello, Aisha. I'm guessing that you have somebody you're interested in knowing about named Salmon. So, we will do this. When Jeff gets back, he can do it. I'm going to pull some cards for you. Oh, wait a minute, Lisa. I just want to give you a moon card. I didn't do that. I am on the right path and divinely guided. Oh, my God. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's what the other card said. Wow. All right. Hmm. All right. All right. So the first card I get for you, Aisha, is the mirror. And the mirror says that it's important for you to understand and take a look at yourself in the mirror and know how beautiful you are and how valuable you are and how much you should love yourself. We all have to do that. We all have, no matter what Salmon thinks, it's you need to love yourself. But I think it's going to be okay. But look at your self reflection and know that what you are reflecting is also being reflected back to you from him. Okay. And the next card I get is the snowflake. Well, the snowflake is very unique. If you look at any snowflake under a microscope, it's got very, very different energies in it. There's no snowflakes that are the same. There's always something about them that are very, very different. So what this means is that you are unique and you are somebody that he is looking for because you are unique. Okay. In any relationship, it's like tossing dice. I don't know if you know, these two things here, throwing the dice. There's a possibility in this relationship that there are risks involved because not everybody is going to have all the qualities and all the ways of that we want. In other words, you know, he might be a really nice person, but maybe he doesn't pick up his clothes off the floor. I don't know. You know, it could be anything, but in any relationship, we throw the dice. That's something we have to live with. But look at this. You're beautiful when you sit in your strength and know no matter what happens, Aisha, you're going to be okay. And you're beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I had to.
No, it's all right. Happens to me. Yeah.
Who's? Well, I don't want to know who Solomon is, but is that the gentleman about whom we're asking?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing I heard was minimization. And then I got the eight of swords, I believe. No, the 8 of pentacles. Like, you don't feel as if you're taking stock of things, kind of like the way you asked it, and it's not enough for you. Meaning, Solomon, feelings for me. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So then this comes up, which can be processional. It can be about death, but it also can be to me because it looks like, well, it's not the Chariot. I always mistake it for the Chariot in this deck. Anybody who's seen me read with this deck knows that I mistake it for the Chariot. It's actually the Six of Wands, the victory card. So I think he does. I think he does have something for you. I think you're of like mind. The other thing I got with this is the 3 of Cups reversed. So this can be about people growing apart about something. You've got to be careful to separate yourself from him and whatever it is about him that he has in his corner that he likes, and the individuality of you, because you don't want to be bound. I think you're a freer spirit than maybe you might let on, and you're in no position yet to be in a procession to get married. I don't think you want that, although he might be more bound to tradition and things like that. That's what I'm getting for you.
Well, I think it's an interesting friendship. Let's put it that way. But remember always to love yourself, no matter whatever else happens, because we need ourselves so badly. We really do. We need to love ourselves and know that we're worthy. So thank you so much. Oh, Care Bear, you want to buy a signed copy of Jeff's book somehow? Well, I'm sure it could be arranged.
It can be arranged.
Hi, Hilda. All right. So, Care Bear, your deceased father sends messages in dreams. My dad does too. He often visits for loved ones past. I'll share details on Tuesday. I think he visits. He doesn't want to frighten you. It's very possible that he, but that's the best way, I think. I spend I don't know how long I spend with my dad in dreams, but every time I wake up, I wish I was sleeping again because I just love being with him.
And that's what I go through too.
Sure. It's really, I think it's so hard.
I can't remember the dream, but the dreams are the astral plane is much more satisfying for me, except when I'm writing. The rest of the day.
So you might not remember what happened in the dream, but you remember you were with your dad. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's like that's what you want. You want to remember that part of it, right? Yeah, me too. Yep. Yep, definitely. Does anybody else have any questions? We still got about 6 minutes. We'd be happy to read another person if you're interested. If not, we could talk about some. Oh, it's 5:55. Here's the fives again. Oh my goodness. 555. That's out here. Jeff's got I think it's 8:55, right, Jeff?
8:55, yeah.
8:55. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, well, let's do a collective reading. Let's see what the energies are for the weekend ahead. How about that? Yeah. I'm going to use these new cards. Okay, Hilda, we can do
Hilda,
that.
me and my guides. Okay.
Yeah. We'll do the collective and then we'll do yours. Oh, Kelly. Okay. We'll give you a card too. All right. I just started with my mind on the collective, so we'll come back. We'll come back to you.
I love doing this, guys, just as she does. So, I don't want to go to sleep. So this is the thing with this is it gives me such an adrenaline rush. Like it keeps me up anyway. Yeah. So it's like now it's like, let's go. Yeah.
It's funny because I have too many jobs and I'd rather be doing this because this is not a job.
Yeah, this is what I'd rather be doing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this time, honey. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. You too, Care Bear. Yeah, that's awesome. You'll Care Bear, if you're interested in coming on the show, just let me know. And if you want to come on with Jeff, yeah, I'd be happy to have you on either all by yourself or you come on with Jeff. I would love it. Yeah, send me an email, honey. heartandsoulconnected, one word, @gmail.com. Love to have you. All right. So the collective. The first card I get is in the midst of the radiant fire. Look at this card. It's kind of wow. And above her head is inspiration, passion, obsession, and cleansing fire. So, we were just talking about that, the creativity, the passion of something, doing something that you want to do that brings you so much joy. So make sure that this weekend that you work on that. It says here that death reclaims a life. Letting go of the sacred quality of death, natural endings and grief. What I want you to know about that is death is just another door. And we all have to be born and we all have to die. And in between, we have to remember that would you really want to be like 500 years old and still living here with Can you imagine what you'd look like or smell like or whatever? It's when your time is up, your time is up. And there's great beauty in going to the other side. And finally, I get all eyes are open. Look at all the eyes. I think that's funny. It says here, inspired vision, clarity, perception, and revelation. So along with what we talked about earlier when we first came here, with all the changes and all the things happening, make sure you notice the small stuff because it isn't small. It's all there for you to find and see. Flowing. Yeah. Yeah. Good night. All right. It's awesome.
So I drew 3 cards for this because I heard it was about Memorial Day weekend. I'm getting a lot of stuff about family in this, and I'm going to explain. But if you haven't bought it, Kristen Louise's The Star Rune Oracle. I really love this deck. It's actually the second Oracle deck I've ever had. I don't have any of them.
Awesome.
I'm going to explain what I think. So I got the moon reversed. The moon upright in this kind of looks like her breasts are udders. But if you reverse it, from a distance, it does, look like, just the cows, whatever. What I was going to say is usually when the moon upright, something's already happened or there's some secret out or a rumor is floating around. So while you're out celebrating, and here we go again with the victory card, the 6 of Wands, while you're out doing whatever, maybe you're going to see your family within that intimate circle, somebody might be hiding some secrets. I'm getting in the collective here from you, because with the High Priestess, this is a very soft-spoken card. There is an element of wisdom to it. But if they're gossiping or if they're telling the truth, there's going to be some, the way the energies are right now, it's going to be hard to tell the difference. Like what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. Okay. And that could be something coming in politically too, about something we're going to find out this weekend. I don't know, but the clarifier I got was the connection card. So I'm thinking psychic connection as far as all those other cards that I just drew out. So look toward that this weekend.
Wow. Well, I wonder if Alito will fly his American flag upside down.
That could be. That could be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very possible. All right. So we got Hilda and Kelly, and then we'll finish it up. That's fabulous. All right. Hilda and your guides. All right, Hilda. She's got the right avatar. Biden and Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, 999 ASMR Tarot's here. I don't know if you've met.
No.
He's a writer as well.
Excellent.
I get when I do this, but I'm gonna show it. Okay. He's got an amazing channel too that is ASMR geared, and Care Bear was the one who discovered it. But Found on Bathroom Walls is his book, Aley. If you
wow, I love it. I love it.
He does. He's very well versed in different manner of poetry, like the acrostic poems, where you take a line, you know what I mean? You take a letter and go through. So we've done some of those things. He'd be a great guest for you.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. And when I see bathroom walls, I remember something on a bathroom wall from many years ago. He who writes on bathroom walls rolls his shit in little balls. He who reads these words of wit eats those little balls of shit. Not by me. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I do have some nastiness in me. Okay. Every word has power. Education, power of persuasion, communication, and internal dialogue. Make sure you're saying all the good things to yourself, not the bad things. I did it today, and somebody said, Aley, don't say that, because I said something about being slow or crazy or something, and they said, watch your words, and I do it. The other thing, Hilda, it says, keep on trusting. Your transformation is assured. Look at how beautiful that butterfly is. So you are coming out, girl. You are coming out and shining and fly away. Yeah.
Okay, Hilda. As Aley said at the beginning of her reading about words are power, I got the Ace of Swords, which to me is about truth and speaking the truth. And it can also be about health. Don't parse words, don't mince words, but be careful about, don't hold back is what I'm hearing, that you tend to hold back. Maybe a certain level of assertion isn't there when it should be. And it leaves you kind of feeling like when your back's against the wall, or you have time to ruminate about something that you should have said earlier to kind of clear the air and clear your energy, you get stuck in this profound, and this is, I think, some sort of arachnid in the Nine of Swords, just kind of devouring you. And, not sleeping. You're kind of just at the will of the subconscious, which is being displaced in what should be a more friendly environment for you to chill in. It's being displaced by all this garbage you're being fed. And then I got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Upright, of course, this is Nine of Pentacles reversed. You, as Aley said, there's something about you coming full circle with something, because with that 9 and then the 10, there's that element of completion. So I'm thinking you're on the cusp of something, and you either are afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing not to make it happen. And I don't know if it's about a holiday, someone's birthday, or some job you have, or all the things you juggle. And maybe there's some stress involved for you. But when the happy-go-lucky part surfaces is when not only are you the most authentic, but the people around you feel the most comfortable around you. So you can say or do whatever within that guise and you'll be fine.
So she cares for her disabled son. So there's probably a lot of things she cannot say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 But yes, Kelly's right. I am wonderful. I am worthy. I am enough. I am needed. The I ams are fabulous mantras. So yes. Yeah. And do remember this. I always can think of a snide remark to say 5 minutes, 10 minutes after I've left whatever situation that's I can never think of it when it's the time, So yeah. We love you too, Hilda. Definitely.
That's why, yeah, like I live with someone who prides himself. For years he said nothing and now he's gone to the other extreme. I find kind of a lot of it offensive personally because there are gay epithets and there are other epithets that are bothersome, and it's a constant, what I consider low vibrational, but he's comfortable doing that. Where he can't do it out in public, he does it here. So I just want you to strike that balance, Hilda. I don't know.
Yeah. Absolutely, Hilda. All right. Oh, Hilda, I didn't pull a moon card for you. Let's see. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. Perfect card for a weekend of people that have sacrificed their lives as veterans and memorialized people. So there you go. All right. So Kelly, nice to see you, honey. Let's see what we got for you. If you want to go, Jeff, you can.
Okay, so I got the Four of Wands for you. In a political reading, this would be the White House. What I'm seeing is, or it can be a jail. It can be something, but I get a really strong sense of you being a domestic. And I don't mean that in a colloquial, pejorative sense. I mean that people come to you because they find respite and peace and solitude in your environment. But then I got the Five of Wands. And to me, you kind of would like to shake up the energy a little bit. I don't know if it's like partying or drinking a little bit more, or maybe there's something that is obstructing the ability to, and I think about four as like a tool or a reason because of something, an excuse not to let it loose. There's either something around you that is preventing you in your environment because you don't want to sacrifice something within your home or within that symbolic emporium that you inhabit. That's
I love that.
In peace, and peaceful, that what ends up happening is, and I got more wands for you, you end up slowing down. You end up in the Knight of Wands position where you kind of back away and reassess the situation. And then that thing that could come in for everybody, for everybody's benefit, doesn't. It's kind of like the same energy that Hilda had, or that someone else here had tonight, where, and what I found strange is I rarely get the same suit for someone. So I feel like there's a lot of creativity that could light a spark in generality for your family. But I feel like there's something that you might like to do, but you're putting your family first or something. I don't know. Yeah,
and she says that's it. She doesn't drink because of her son.
Oh, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that something? And she is, if I could see the epitome of like a really great mom, that's who I see.
I could see her as that. Yeah.
She is. Yeah. So Kelly, I get here that the ripeness of the work you do has borne fruit, and it continues to bear fruit. And now you're sharing more of those fruits of your labor with other people and helping them see that they are the valuable people that they are. This is a breakthrough awareness that you're having. And of course, on our dream show, you are writing codes all night in the clouds. And so you're getting more and more awareness of what's going on in your own dreams and also the dreams of humanity. And look at you. You've always been able to peer through, but now you're peering through even more. But this time you're sharing it in different ways. So it could be through your healing work that you do. It could be through being on shows. It could be whatever it is. Some of the things we text each other different things all day long, she and Terry and I and Diana and a few others, and we just share. We do a lot of sharing. And then you got a perfect card for the full moon. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. Isn't that gorgeous? And I would say, yeah, I would say we are all sisters and brothers, and we reflect the divine in each of us. And it only enriches who and what we are and how we can make this community expand. So every single one of us is just as important as the other. Yeah. Wow, this was fun. Very nice. Very nice show. Thank you so much.
And
Thank
yet
you
they
for
all
finding.
go by so quickly. It's
They do.
ridiculous.
They
all
do.
of them,
They do.
yeah.
But it's 1:11, an hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, beautiful.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
that's a good point to end at. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Let's do it again.
We
Yes,
must
reach out and touch someone. All right, everybody. Thank you. Much love to you.
Bye,
Enjoy
everyone.
your weekend.
Hit like and
Bye-bye.
subscribe both our channels, and go like
Yes,
on mine too, please.
Absolutely.
And subscribe.
Bye-bye, everybody.